What is up, future millionaires? I'm Mike the Investor, and should you buy the Voyager token? Well, if you're new to the channel, I must tell you I'm a long-term VGX holder, and what we're going to cover in this video, I'm going to show you my personal position in the VGX token. Secondly, we're going to look at an article briefly from Pat Ackerman, who highlights some key things on where we currently are with the VGX dip and the consolidation process. And thirdly, we're going to do a quick recap on what exactly gives the VGX token value, and then we will end it off with my closing thoughts. Now, before diving into it, definitely consider grabbing you some free Bitcoin by using the Coinbase and Voyager link down below, and let's get ready to dive right into it. Alright, crypto investors, welcome back to the channel. Now, before diving into my personal position, if you guys would like exclusive access on things that I'm doing that I don't always post on YouTube, as far as my Voyager portfolio reveal, different alert buys, and other exclusive access as far as asking me personal questions as well, definitely consider checking out the Patreon. Link will be in the description. And now let's dive into my personal VGX position. Okay, so now we are on the Voyager app, and this is where you can purchase the Voyager token as well. The link is in the description. Now you can see I have a total of 1,300 VGX tokens. The value is about $6,000, and the total return, I am down a little bit over 7%, and that is over $400 that I'm actually down. Now my average cost is $4.95, and you can see that Voyager is about flat for the hour. Now if we go to the 1 day, you can see that Voyager has definitely been down a little bit. They're actually up 0.3%, but if we look on the 1 week, you can see they are down over 15%, all right? Going to the 1 month, they are down over 20%. So talk about an extreme buying opportunity. And then for the 1 year, don't forget they are up over 20,000%. Now, I didn't have the privilege of purchasing this low, but I haven't forgotten where it has come from in just a short amount of time. So I just wanted to show you guys that even with me being down, because the last few times I've showed you guys my VGX position, I have been in the positives. So I just want to be transparent with you and show you when I'm actually down as well. So after looking at my personal VGX position, let's dive into this article from Pat Ackerman, who does a great job of highlighting some key things that investors should know if you are holding the VGX token or if you're thinking about buying it for the first time. Let's check this out. So the article is called The Relativity of VGX and Crypto. He put this article out on March 12th, and his name again is Pat Ackerman. All right, so as we scroll on down, I have a few things highlighted for us. He says the price is not a measure of velocity or value. That is why valuation tools like Metcalfe's law are so important to find perspective. VGX has been in consolidation pattern for the past 18 days after breaking out following the Voyager loyalty announcement. The Voyager app continues to climb the App Store rankings up to number 35 in the finance section, and funded accounts continue to increase. In the Metcalfe value pricing model, the actual token efficiency currently is only 40%, with the current price 21% under value. So we move down a little bit. This is the graph that shows us the Voyager funded account Metcalfe value to VGX price. Now this is from January 1st only to March 11th, because he put this article out on March 12th. So you can see we are currently right here around 20 million funded accounts. As we move on down, the question that a lot of people has been wondering then, so why is the price stagnant? Why is it below value? And why is the token efficiency so low? Well, he's going to answer this for us. So it all goes back to utility. Now, the token swap and loyalty program dates are still to be decided. Now, the 54% token efficiency calculated in the warp speed Voyager to the Cosmos was based on the new loyalty program and hasn't been implemented yet. So keep that in mind. There are a lot of people that have gotten impatient. And Pat Ackerman goes on to say this is creating a nice buying opportunity for those trying to get to the next loyalty tier, and I am one of those people. Once the token swap is complete and the loyalty program is in place, expect the price to move back in line with this value. Plus, there is still Canada, New York, Europe, the debit card, the credit card, and crypto to stocks, and more to come. So just keep in mind just those key things that he just announced that will be coming with the Voyager loyalty program. And I also did a video breaking down the Voyager loyalty program as well. I'll place a card right here for you. So if you do want to check that out after this video ends, it will definitely be worth it. But let's keep on diving into this article. So we're going to move down a little bit, and this shows us the Voyager customer funded accounts projection. Now, of course, we are here. We are currently in March, and you can see we are currently around that 20 million range, and at the end of the year we are expected to be at 1 million, and moving to 2022 Voyager expecting to be around that 3.5 million or higher as far as customer funded accounts. So just imagine where that price is going to be, even if this is just 70% right. So as we move down a little bit, now this is going to be the relativity of VGX and crypto. So Pat Ackerman says, it is fascinating observing the community discontent when VGX consolidates and the broader market goes up. Now VGX goes from 15 cents to $7 in 6 days, and it is the best performing token in all of crypto. Now let's not forget, the success of the broader crypto market is the success of Voyager and VGX over time, because VGX grows on utility, which more adoption is going to bring in over time. Now we go on to see here, he says, will there be tokens that perform better in different time frames? Absolutely. But short-term gains don't always consider the risk being taken nor the value received. VGX is a long-term play because it is a play on crypto adoption, and the wave gets bigger every day. So please, please, please let that sink in. The VGX token is a long-term play, and it only gets more valuable as the crypto space becomes more and more familiar to more people. Let's keep reading. The current VGX community discussion reminds me of December 2020. He goes on to say that some actually sold all their positions in this area that he has circled, thinking they could trade back at the right time. So you can see this is a huge bear market, and then you can see it starts to take off. Now as we move down to the last section that I want to show you, he's going to say the price is not a measure of velocity or value once again, and VGX has been consolidating under its value while the community awaits the launch date of the token swap and the new Voyager loyalty program. The success of the broader crypto market is the success of the Voyager and VGX over time. Now he says, hope you got value from this perspective, which I definitely did, Pat. So if you're watching this video, shout out to you, and you can actually follow him on Twitter. So actually I have his page pulled up. Here is his Twitter account. So if you guys actually, want to follow him, definitely consider following Pat Ackerman. He does post more than Voyager, but he is big on Voyager. He posts a lot of great information. And if you guys are on Twitter, definitely consider heading over and giving your boy Mike the Investor a follow. Okay, so now let's dive into what gives the Voyager token value. Now, one of the first things that gives it value is having the ability to earn passive income just for holding the token on the Voyager app. Now, passive income is the ability to not exchange your time for money while still receiving income. That's good stuff. Now, the second thing that gives the Voyager token value is the limited max supply, meaning there will only be ever so many Voyager tokens out there, which means not everyone will be able to hold a Voyager token. The next thing that gives the Voyager token value will be customer funded accounts, because the Voyager token is a utility token, so it's going to gain more and more value as more customers create an account and actually hold the Voyager token. Now, even if they're not holding the Voyager token, with it bringing more utility to the platform, that's giving the Voyager token utility within itself, which is going to give it more value over time. Now, the next thing that gives the Voyager token value is going to be the VLP benefits, and that's going to be the Voyager loyalty program. Now, I'm going to give you a quick screenshot right here, and this is going to kind of break down everything that's going to be inside of that Voyager loyalty program. And there's some other things that will be implemented as well. Now remember, I did a video on that, so if you do want to check that out, definitely consider checking that out. Now, the last thing that will give the Voyager token value will be the country expansion, and that is going to be massive. Right now, the Voyager token is currently only in the United States, which is 49 states, not in the NYC. So just imagine once they get into the NYC, Europe, Canada, and other places, this is just going to grow and be a massive, massive investment in my opinion. But this is not financial advice, but I definitely think these are still ground floor prices, definitely knowing what the value is tied to. Now, the 5 things I did mention, it does gain value from more things than that, as far as like the debit card, the credit card, and other things they're going to implement. But those are just 5 main things that we can look at right now that drives the value of the Voyager token. So if you guys gain some value from this, definitely share this video out with someone you know, because we definitely want to spread the adoption of not only the VGX token, but crypto within itself. If you guys haven't checked out the Patreon, link will be in the description. Definitely consider grabbing you some free Bitcoin by using the Coinbase and Voyager link down below. If you guys haven't had a chance to connect with me yet on my social platforms on Twitter and Instagram at Mike the Investor, definitely consider connecting with me over there. And that is all I got for you. Remember to stay inspired, stay motivated, always invest in yourself, and I'm out.